to our YouTube channel, Offbeet Life. We'd love it if you'd stay and subscribe. My name is Aneesa, and I'm here in the Offbeet Kitchen. Today we're going to be getting ready, or we are getting ready to start preparing some dinner. The weather has been really amazing here in Southern Ontario, here in Canada today. It's one of our first almost summery days. We hit 20 degrees, which is amazing for the beginning of May. We're still locked here up in quarantine, so we're trying to make the best of it. We went out for walks today. We had a really lovely day, Tahir and I. And one of the things we were reminiscing about was Italy. We were thinking about our last trip to Italy when we were in Rome, and we were thinking about the amazing vegan gelato that we had, amazing pasta dinners, things like that. So it inspired us to have an Italian dinner tonight. So I'm going to be sharing with you one of our most favorite Italian dinners. It's a super easy pasta dinner that literally has only 6 ingredients. And when I say 6 ingredients, I mean down to the salt being counted, we're talking about 6 ingredients. So I don't think you're going to get more basic than that. So in this dish we have olive oil, we have chopped garlic, we've got a pint of cherry tomatoes that have been just sliced in half. We've got basil to finish, and we've got some salt, and of course we have our pasta. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. This is actually a really quick and easy meal to make as well. In the time that we're going to boil the pasta, our sauce is going to be done as well. So you'll see how easy it is, and the flavors are just so basic and so beautiful. It really comes through really nicely. I've got the water boiling already for my pasta, so I'm going to go ahead and get this put in. Also make sure that in your pasta water that you've got a lot of really great sea salt in there. The rule of thumb with Italian cooking when you're making your pasta is that you want the water to be salted to a point that tastes like the sea. That might be a little bit salty for some people, but that's kind of the rule of thumb, so I'll share that with you. I've already got my my pasta water salted already, so let's get going. So I'm going to get this in here, and we'll let that keep cooking. I'm going to move this to the side. Now in terms of the sauce, I'm going to get my pan ready at sort of medium-high heat. And I've got my olive oil. You're going to want to use, if you're serving 2 people, and in terms of the amount of pasta that I use, it's about 200 grams of pasta for 2 people. And I've got this olive oil here. You want to use about 3 to 4 tablespoons. I know that sounds like a lot, but this is really going to be the base for our sauce. So what's going to happen, and you'll see this, is when our oil is heated with the garlic, and then we add our tomatoes in, it's really going to all melt together and create a really lovely sauce. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and get the olive oil into the pan. Right. And then I've got about 6 garlic cloves here that have been chopped. I'm going to go ahead and get that into my pan as well. And we're going to let this heat for a minute. We want to get the garlic and the olive oil kind of getting to know each other a little bit, having the garlic ooze its flavors into the olive oil before we introduce the tomatoes into the pan. So that's probably going to take us about 1 to 2 minutes. You do want to pay attention to it because we definitely don't want our garlic to burn, and it's a really terrible bitter taste that you don't want in your pasta. You want this to just be a slightly golden color, and that's when you know you're ready to go and add your tomatoes in. So we'll go ahead and let that get going. And we've got our garlic here that's getting nice and brown, so I'm going to go ahead and add in our tomatoes. And I'm going to just turn this down a little bit, and then I'm going to hit it with a nice helping of salt, just to help the tomatoes to release some of their liquid, and it's going to help us to get our sauce going. And we're going to let this keep cooking here, again at medium heat, paying attention to it to make sure that our garlic is not going to burn. And we're just going to let it kind of cook at that medium heat, just nice and gently with the salt there, with the garlic and the olive oil kind of coming together, getting to know each other. And we're going to let this keep going as our pasta is cooking. So probably it's going to be about 10 minutes or so that we'll kind of let it keep cooking this way. What we're looking for is for the tomatoes to kind of break down and to start to form more of a sauce. Okay, we'll check back in a few minutes. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes, and you can see that our tomatoes, if you want to come over here to look at our tomatoes, you can see how much they've broken down already, right? Now, one of the tricks to making the sauce and having this be really a lovely pasta dish is saving our pasta water. So as my pasta is boiling here, I'm just going to steal some of this pasta water, probably about, I'm going to take about 3/4 of a cup. I'm probably not going to need all of that, but I'd rather have more than not enough. So I've got that there, and we'll wait until this pasta is done, and we're going to bring everything together. All right, so we're almost there. My pasta is got maybe about 20 seconds left. So in the meantime, I'm going to add in my chopped basil to my dish. I'm going to add in a little bit of the pasta water. I'm going to turn my heat up a little bit to medium high. Now I'm going to add in my pasta. You don't need to drain it because we do want it to keep that starchy water on there. Again, it helps with bringing the sauce together. I'm going to add in a little bit more salt. When you're almost ready to go, I'm just going to give it a little taste before I plate this. Add a little bit more of a drizzle of olive oil to the ending of the dish. And I'm going to give it a little taste. Just going to give this a little taste just to make sure everything is seasoned properly. Oh my God, that tastes like Italy. So good, so simple, basic ingredients, delicious. Okay. And here's our final plated version of this delicious meal. I wish you were here right now so you could smell it. I wish there was smell-o-vision. It's so garlicky and delicious smelling, and it's gonna taste even better. Well, I am ready to tuck into this amazing, really delicious pasta dinner. To remind me of being in Rome with Tahir. He's going to be joining me in a second as well. And yeah, I really encourage you to make this. This is a really easy, delicious meal to make with really limited ingredients. Super basic, super simple, but so delicious. Thanks for joining us again here at the Offbeet Kitchen. We'd love it if you join us next time, and we'll see you soon. Bye.